Hello, good day everyone. So this is the question 2 for our workshop 2. You can find it on Times, right? So let's go ahead and discuss about question 2. So question 2, I'm going to use a yellow highlighter there. It is about two computerized numerical control machine used for manufacturing smartphone aluminium body, right? These machines are set to perform at record-breaking speed of 16 seconds in average. Right, the quality engineering department designed the CNC machine to complete them at the same net time, right? Same net time. An experiment is performed by taking daily batches of time sample in seconds, and it is tabulated in Q3. So it's not QT3, it's Q2. Right, this is table Q2, as you can see here. Right, as you can see here, it is tabulated. We have 20 data per machines. So n is equals to 20 and 20 data. Alright, 20 data. What's next? It says here, using significant level 5%, appropriate hypothesis, statistical analysis, and range analysis, analyze whether both machines could complete at the same net time. Now, here I've given you your alpha. Alpha is 5%. Very easy. Appropriate hypothesis, since we want them to finish at the same net time, H0 must be accepted. Why? Because we only have two hypotheses, H0, mu1 and mu2 are the same. H1, mu1 not equal to mu2. There are only two for statistical hypothesis. Now, since we only have two groups, mu1 and mu2, and also there are no standard deviation or variances given, this is a t-test. Now, as a rule of thumb, during your final exam, I won't test you this. If it is a t-test question, I will say that this is a t-test question. Deliberately, it is written in the question. This is a t-test question, or t-test distribution, or t-distribution. So please use t-distribution for your case. Now the last one is range analysis. Range analysis is also another name for, let me write it down, make it bigger, confidence interval, right? Confidence interval is also known as range analysis. In the final exam, for your own benefit, I will say, what is your alpha? If it's it open alpha or is it just 5% alpha? I will say that you must produce this maybe at same net time or different net time. If this is a t-test, deliberately I'll say that I will ask you to give the confidence interval in the question if t-test is coming out in the final exam, right? So to do this question, you must know the equation. So if you go to, let's see, to your website or Times, there are already equations there. Is it this one? Yes, this is the one. So use this equation. For t-test, it is this one, sample variance, and also you need to find the estimate common, and then also the t-test for two sample tests. It is always two sample tests in my question. Alright, so in this workshop, I use Excel file because it is easy for me to put down the answer. What you need to do is please use the formula and find out if these answers are correct. This will be your guide, right? So you have two groups there, CNC 1 and CNC machine 2, and you must first find the average. I'll give you 2 marks for this one. Now, you need to find the variance for group 1 and group 2. This is S1, this is S2. Where S is given as, maybe I'll write it here, S1. So I have my formula sheet here. You can download it, print it. Please use it for your benefits. Summation of observation minus the average, you square them, and then number of sample minus 1. So for S1, so I also have my notes here. S1, you can see that the average is given as 4.85. So your first number should be 4 minus 4.85 squared, and it is a summation, so plus the second number is also 4 minus 4.85 squared plus 4 minus 4.85 squared, and you can do this dot 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 until the end of the 20th number, which is, let's see, another 4 minus 4.85 squared. All of this, right, divide by 20 minus 1, because 20 is our sample number. Alright. Okay. So then you have to put it in the estimate of common, and you get this. And after that, you have to square root it and put in this equation, and you get 1.24. Okay. Now what should we do with this? We need to see it from the table. Okay, so here we need to find what is the degree of freedom. To do this, let's go to our statistical table, which is also available on Times, as you have already known. So here's my statistical table. Because we have 40 data, both of them, not per group, but both of them have 40 data. So 40 minus 2. So it is 38. So as you can see on the screen right now, we are looking at 5%. It is a 2-tier test. So the first row, go down to degree of freedom of the number 38. So from there, let me see. Sorry. 5% and 38. So you can see there, it is 2.24. Now take a look. Is my answer correct? Right, so it is not. So this is not 2.01. Right, let's see. One more time. 2024. Okay, so never mind. So you correct this. So like here, it is 2. I forgot. 024. 024. But still 2.024 is smaller than the one that we have calculated, like this one, right? Therefore, it is H, what accept? H0 accept. H0 accept. H0 accept. Why it is H0 accept? Let me use a blue color pen. This is your distribution graph. This is your mean. This is your rejection region. Since it is positive value, it is 5% here, 2.024, and our T0 is inside 1.24. Therefore, it is in the H0 accept region. Alright, therefore H0 accept. Now, that means both of these two C and C machines are performing similarly, so they are considered true. The claim that says that both machines are performing at the same time are true. Okay, so you should also give the range. So as you can see here, this is the range calculation, and there's a negative number here and a positive number here, and in between of positive and negative number should be 0. Therefore, H0 is accepted. Now, how do we come to this? Let's go back to our hypothesis. Right? Since mu1 and mu2, they are the same, therefore mu1 minus mu2, it will be 0. So if 0 in between of this mu1 and mu2, that means H0 is accepted. So true, it is concurred, or it is agreeing with your calculation here. Right, that is your range analysis of confidence interval. Now, this one is also important for the exam. This is where your analysis or evaluation comes in. You have four of them there. That means most probably you get 3 to 4 marks of them. Okay, So you must not just accept or reject H0 or H1, but you must go through and see what are we talking about. Is it machines that finish faster, finish slower, or finish at the same time? Since H0 is accepted, that means both machines finish at the same time. But look at this one. From the confidence interval, and let me use this one. Machine 1 finishes longer than machine 2. So this is a correct answer as well. Why? Because as you can see, machine 1 finishes longer than machine 2. Machine 1 or mean 1 is bigger than mean 2. That's why we have positive value, right? That means machine 1 finishes longer than machine 2. You must also add machine 2 finishes faster than machine 1. That means you have a negative value. Or you can just say that both machine finishes at the same time. Okay, if you have any issues, or if you're not if you don't understand if you want more clarification, you can come over and see me during my consultation. Thank you very much.